That's the only help I've had from Sophie so far, is rubbing magnesium cream into my Hello, I'm Jamie Laing, and as you may have heard, this Red Nose Day, I'm undertaking a monumental challenge for Comic Relief. I'm going to be attempting to run 5 ultramarathons in 5 days from London to Salford in time for Red Nose Day, and it is going to be crazy. Ahead of my challenge, Comic Relief has broken the news to the HQ, and it's fair to say they have a lot of questions. So let's get into it. Here we go. Right. Okay. What's the furthest you've run before? Okay, when I was a kid, I did cross country. But since being about 6 years old, 5K, but I've never done a marathon or anything like that. So the answer is 5 kilometers. I would say I'm a sporty person, yes. I can run, I'm good at catching a ball, I can play a bit of football, I played tennis. I'm the oldest existing record holder at my school for throwing javelin in the under 10s. And I hold that record very deep in my heart. The hardest part of this challenge for me is going to be the mental resilience. I think physically it's going to be really hard. I think it's going to be really tough, and hopefully my body doesn't pack in, but I think more the mental strain of it is going to be really tough. So I'm really hoping that my mind doesn't give up. And what's going to inspire me to keep going is the purpose behind it, and to raise this huge amount of money for this incredible charity. Even if I get injured, even if I feel like I can't go on, even if I have to crawl to the finish line, I will do it. We didn't know Judge Rinder could run. It's because I look like Judge Rinder. Maybe I can get Judge Rinder to come run for me, and then everyone will think it's me. That would be, I might phone up Judge Rinder. His name's Rob, we're now friends. I think he was forced into being a friend to me because everyone thought that I was his brother or his son. But we should also get Gordon Ramsay, maybe because he looks a little bit like me. And do you know I get shouted at a lot? Everyone keeps shouting at me, Brad Pitt. Everyone thinks I look like Brad Pitt. What does your training regime look like? Okay, so I've started training. I have to train every single day. It's a lot of running, and the running just keeps going up and up. So I'm meant to be doing like a 10K, and then I'm meant to be doing like towards the actual ultramarathon, I have to run up to 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. I'm also cycling, I'm eating a lot of protein. That's the training schedule. It's like a job before a job. So I'm up at 6 a.m. training every single day now, that's probably why I look so tired. It is exhausting. I have like the worst blister on my foot. It's, honestly, I would show it to you. You know in those videos where you see them like finding like crystals in the rocks and they open up and it looks like a sunrise? That's what my blister looks like on my foot. It looks like the middle of a crystal. Has Sophie been going out running with you? So Sophie, my wife, she hasn't been going running with me. No, not at all. She hates running. I would love her to just run like a 10K with me or even a 5K, that would be amazing. So I'm gonna try and persuade her, but she hasn't been doing any running with me whatsoever. She's nervous for me. She thinks this challenge is pretty big. But she's done no running. I actually should phone her and say like, why haven't you run with me? I would run with her. She's done nothing for me, nothing. When I told Sophie, she thought I was completely bonkers. Totally bonkers. I think she's a bit nervous for me. I think she's a bit scared. I think she thinks I've bitten off more than I can chew, if I'm totally honest. I bought some magnesium cream and she rubbed it into my legs. That's the only help I've had from Sophie so far, is rubbing magnesium cream into my calves. Okay, next question, here we go. Have you had some tips from your colleagues? I spoke to loads of people in the Radio 1 family. So I spoke to Ariel, she said her challenge was so hard. I spoke to Molly, her challenge was incredibly hard. The sort of idea that I've got back is that they are really, really, really hard, and be ready for it. I spoke to Vic about it, and Katie, my lovely co-host from the Going Home show, they just laughed. I said, why are you laughing? And they're just like, well, I don't know if you're going to be able to do it. I just want someone to say to me, no, it's easy, just go and have fun, it's going to be a complete joy. No one has said that. So if anything, I want to prove Vic, Hope and Katie Thistleton wrong. Okay, last question, here we go. Why did you say yes to doing this challenge? Because I'm a huge advocate for speaking out about the way that you're feeling. And I think that we're really struggling at the moment in terms of disconnection and loneliness. And I think the more that people talk about it and the more you say, hey, I've suffered with this as well, the better it is. I really don't think we understand how many people are struggling. And life is really pretty hard. And there are people out there who are having a really, really tough time with so many different things. And if we can help together to help other people, what a better world that is. So there's a big motivation there. I've always wanted to do something with comic relief. I've watched comic relief ever since I was a kid, you know, on the TV, and now being a part of it is just one of the coolest things in the entire world. So I'm actually really proud of myself to be doing it. And to raise, hopefully, touch wood, fingers crossed, a huge amount of money for an amazing charity would be amazing. So all of those things combined, that is the reason why I'm doing this challenge. Okay, well there you go. As you can see, I've definitely got my work cut out, and I think those questions kind of have scared me a little bit, to be honest. This will be the hardest thing that I've ever done, but I'm gonna need your help to get me there too. Any support, anything at all, anything you can give with a donation would be so appreciated. Anything at all. So please help, and please donate, and thank you.